Good morning. My name is John Barnes. I'm a sales agent with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, and we're located in beautiful Mentor, Ohio. Today, what I'd like to talk about is what happens after you sign the contract to purchase a new home. And some of what we want to talk about applies to both the buyer and the seller. And three areas we're going to be focused on would be the home inspection, the home appraisal by the bank, and of course the final credit check of the buyer. And generally speaking, the home inspection is the first thing to occur, and where the buyer is going to hire an inspector, and he or she's going to come out and look at the home and see if there's any issues with the home. And primarily we're focused on health, safety, and structural items. Not too worried that, let's say, the door needs painted and things like that. But it can be tricky. Sometimes the buyer and the seller, there's conflict that sets up and they just can't agree, and they agree to move on. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen, so something to be concerned about. Next would be the home appraisal. Is the buyer's bank is going to send out an appraiser. He or she's going to check out the home, the condition, do area comps, and come up with a market value of the home. And for instance, if you agreed to purchase it at $100,000, but the bank comes in at $95,000, then somehow that's got to be resolved, or it's not going to move forward. Perhaps the seller reduces the price, the buyer comes up with more funds, whatever. Next would be the final credit check of the buyer. Underwriting with the buyer's bank going to check out the background of the buyer and make certain that he or she can really afford to buy that home and make those payments. At this point, for the buyer, I would call the moving van company and make arrangements for the mover to be over there, or call my friends and arrange to buy pizza, so they're going to help you move. And all this is going to be determined by the closing date which you've agreed to on the contract. At that point in time, you want to show up to the closing office with all the funds so that you can close and make the home yours. I would also be looking at utilities. I'm a believer in transferring utilities sooner rather than later, because it's not a lot of fun to move into a new home and there's no electricity. So anyway, that's a short version about moving into the new home. If you have any questions, please call me. My name is John Barnes, and I work with Howard Hanna, and my number is 216-513-5590. Till next time, I'll talk to you later and hopefully hear from you soon.